busy professional women with families are often juggling multiple financial goals, from saving for their kids' education to investing for their own retirement. An advisor can help them prioritize. Hi, Erica. I'm so glad you could join me today. I wanted to talk about women and their finances. Now, you're a busy professional. You've got 3 little kids. You're married. You're a busy woman. What do you do for financial advice?
Well, my husband and I have had the same financial advisor, they were my advisor before we even got married. And so it's actually a mother-son team.
Interesting.
And they've been with us for, at this point, it's probably going on 15 years.
Wow, so they're obviously doing something right. What do you like about either the way they communicate with you or manage your money or talk about your needs? What's so good about your advisor?
Well, first of all, I think the fact that we've been with them for 15 years is largely due to the fact that the first probably 5 years that I was with them, they were managing a very small amount of money and it was sort of just parked there. And when my husband and I really started working and earning money, then it became more of a meaningful relationship. But what we like about them, why we've stuck with them is, well, first of all, they do a very good job managing our money. They've managed to steadily increase it over time.
And that's through some very scary years in between.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, on the one hand, the son, who is more of the sort of the brains behind the operation, he checks in with us mostly on a yearly basis to do a full evaluation of everything from what's going on in our personal accounts all the way through our investment accounts. So I like their holistic approach and their practical approach to things. And on the flip side, the mother, who is does more of the sales and running the firm, she's really focused on a lot of education. We get a lot of bulletins from them. They run programs and seminars. So I like the fact that it's not just financial advice that we're getting about our own investments, but advice just generally about how to stay financially healthy as a household, as an individual, just in general.
And how do they help you manage these competing goals? You're obviously saving for your own retirement. You've got 3 kids. You're saving for college, and there may be other issues. So how do they help you make the decision of how much to put in each pot?
Well, I think we do that on a yearly basis pretty much when we do our, review. And so the first thing he always asks is, how much do you have in your savings account? And I like that because it reminds me that he's not just in it to take my money and make a fee.
Right.
His first priority is making sure that we have enough in our just-in-case fund. And so once we can assure him that we're okay on our household side, then he wants to know how much have we put into our college account and for the kids, and are we maxing out our 401ks? So again, confirming to me that they're not just in it for the fee. They're looking to make sure we've checked off all those other boxes where they're not as directly involved.
And how do you pay them? Is this a percentage of your assets under management? You pay them a flat fee?
Yes, they get a fee based upon how much they're handling, right.
And how much does that play into your decision? Do you like the way you compensate your advisor? Do you like the fact that it's, say, not a commission on a product they're selling?
Yeah, I do, because then I'm not skeptical when they're trying to sell me something new or recommend some big change, because I know it's going to remain constant. It's not, there's less self-interest, I think.
Right. Just the last question. I'm sure you talk to your friends and your neighbors and your girlfriends. Do they ever talk about finances with you? Like, gee, I need help. Where do I go for advice? What do you tell them?
I recommend my advisor, because to me, advisors are, I just made this comment to someone the other day, that they're sort of like dentists. It's hard to recommend them if you don't go to them, because I don't have any experience. So I always recommend my advisor because they've done a great job for us. And so for my friends, many of which are in the same circumstances that we are, young families, young kids, it seems like a good match.
Right, so you can say to your friends, 10% better returns and 10% fewer cavities, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Thanks so much for sharing your story, Erica. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.